Canva recently released a bunch of new features.
The story you are about to see has been told before, a lot, and now we are going to tell it again, but different. Canva has new features.
The first part of it is called Copy Art Style. And what you're able to do with this is copy the art style of one graphic and paste it to another. But the second part is called Style Match. And this is where you can go and edit a graphic into a bunch of different styles. On my original slide right here, you're going to see that I said only one at a time. I actually discovered that that's not true. Let's go to Canva and I'll show you what to do. Click on the graphic. How do you know if it's a graphic? If you click on the element in your design and the paint roller at the top looks sparkly, looks magical, then it's a graphic. If you click on the element and the paint roller looks normal, it's a photo or a video or text or something else. Click the item that you like the style of. We're gonna click on the paint roller. It copies the art style, and then you will go to the graphic that you want to be in that art style and paste it. It starts working its magic. So we're going to click this again, click the paint roller again so that we can do more than one. How do you do that when as soon as you let go, it starts pasting? Well, left click and drag and highlight over the multiple things you want to paste and then let go. This does take a little while. These look great. Let's say you have a presentation design and you want the style of one graphic to match the other. For example, this one has this style of ice cream and it also has this style of ice cream. And then on the second slide, it's got this style of ice cream. Let's take this one, copy art style, and paste art style. We're going to do that again, but we're going to copy this and paste it on this one. You see how this graphic now looks like this one? Very, very similar with the dark outlines, and it looks more cartoony. Same thing with this one. Let's make sure all of these have the special copy style, because if they do, that means they've got the special feature within Edit. Click on the graphic, click on Edit, scroll down, Style Match. This is the new thing. Let's click See All. There's handmade designs. For example, doodle. Maybe for this one, we go with scrapbook. Let's go to this one and keep scrolling down for trendy, chrome, iridescent. And for the last one, what about this marble? Click out of it. This is just so that we can get an idea of some of the styles that are available within this new feature. We're waiting for the last two. These are pretty cool. What if you look at one and go, oh, I really wish all my designs are the same? Well, unfortunately, you can't just click a whole bunch of them and then click edit. But what you can do, you can copy style, highlight everything on the page that you want to copy the style to, and it will start working. You have to have Canva Pro or one of the paid plans in order to be able to use this feature. I do have a link in the description that will give you a free trial of Canva Pro if you've never tried it before. And now they all have the same style. The next feature you need to know about is called Pixel Eraser. Pixel Eraser basically takes part of an image and makes it go away. So it's not going to generative fill or magically fill in what it thinks is behind what you're erasing. You're actually just going to be able to see through. It's really hard to explain. So let's just go into Canva and I'll show you what it does. If I click this, that is obviously a graphic. It's not going to be there. However, I think there's probably a trick to make it show up. We're going to play with that in a second. I want to click on this one and you will see the word eraser in this top bar. When you click that, there is Pixel Eraser. Let me erase the whole bottom part. And then click done. Now I've just got part of the image there. What I see this being very, very useful for is erasing part of the TV. I'm going to do this very, very crudely because I just don't have the patience for that. If I had a video I could position that behind it. So potentially I could share part of a video behind an image. Let's go back to this one. Remember how I said that there's no erase button here? What if I click edit and it says using the photo editor will turn your graphic into an image and enable all tools. So what if I clicked filter? The eraser tool popped up for me. I want part of this dress to be one color and part of this dress to be another color. Clicking the duplicate button, sliding one right on top of the other, and then clicking erase. Oh, let's get rid of this. Done. Let's duplicate this again, put it right on top and click erase. Pixel eraser, we're going to erase this side right here and then click done. If I go to position and layers, you'll see there are 3 layers. So we're going to click this very top layer, click edit, and let's go to duotone and change that part of the dress. Position. Let's go to this part, edit, duotone. Maybe that part is blue or purple. This mustard color. We'll go back to position and change the last color. Edit, duotone, a green. And now I've got an element with the colors that I want instead of one that's all one color. What else do we have? Let's go look. If I click the background, you're going to notice some magical words. Magic PG. We're going to talk about that next. I could talk about this feature for probably 20 minutes, but I'm going to try to not do that. We're going to click on the background, click Magic PG, describe the background, or come back once you've started your design. I'm going to show you that in just a second. Tropical sunset with orange and teal colors, generate background. It's going to think and it's going to pop back 4 different options that we can apply to this background to use as the base of whatever design we're going to use. Here's sample 1, sample 2, here's sample 3, here's sample 4. Of course, you can click generate again or surprise me. Where the magic comes in is if you already have something on your design. For example, this, I've got something that says new gradients. Let's click Magic BG. It is designing a custom background. I didn't plug anything in. It just started generating a background. Let's see what happens. This is actually pretty cool. It's got a background and there are gradients in it. The prompt that it automatically gave itself is new gradients and color transition concepts with modern design and digital color blending themes. Here are the different options. I like them all, actually. What would it do if I had a photo of something on the design? Magic background, it's thinking. By the way, this is a Canva Pro or paid plan option. All of these are beautiful images and they match this image really well. Really did nail the coloring. I can't automatically put all 4 of these designs inside a page. So what you would need to do, and right click and you can detach the image and then go ahead and click to the next one. Right click, detach image, do it with the 3rd, detach image, and then with the 4th and detach image. And now you've got 4 different photos that look very similar that you could use in your design. Let me know if you have any questions about magic backgrounds. And now we're going to move on to the next feature. Next up is Ask Canva. I love the idea of being able to use this on when you're working on thumbnails and asking it for design suggestions. But you can also ask it to do things with your images. Click whatever you want to ask Canva about. So for me, I'm going to click this background. Right here is where it says Ask Canva. This is going to leave a comment where you've tagged Canva, and then it's going to give you 3 suggestions of what you could do, even though you could type anything in this that you want. For example, generate text, make an image, or give me design advice. I think maybe we're going to start off with give me design advice, because that's the very first thing I asked Canva to do when I saw this feature for the first time. And then we're going to click submit comment. Canva's going to think, sometimes this takes longer than others. To make the 2 images feel more connected, try balancing their spacing or adding a simple title. So I'm going to ask Canva some more questions. Tell me what you mean by, and when I'm going to hit Control Enter, it will go through. Now, I know what it means, but sometimes it will use words that you're not familiar with, and you can ask it to clarify. Balancing the space means making sure the gap between the 2 images looks even and feels comfortable. What I think I want to do is make each one of these square. So I'm going to double click this and smart crop it to 1 by 1. And then I'm going to do the same thing here, smart crop it 1 to 1. To make it balanced, I'm going to change this to be the same size as that. I'm also going to shift, select both of them, and change the sizing here and bring them down to the middle and the center. Just to make sure, position, arrange, middle, arrange, middle. I think I might also go ahead and add a stroke style to this one. One thing that's not a Canva Pro feature is you can just copy the basic style and paste it on this other one. That way, they're exactly the same. Now, I'm going to go back to this view comment and say, how does it look now that both to 1 by 1 and added a stroke outline? Control Enter. And I'm talking to it, it's going to look and give me some information. It looks balanced, cohesive set. Maybe it needs to be closer together and then in the middle, like that. I've made some adjustments. How about now? I can keep working on this. It's going to continually to get better. It's still thinking. I could even go back to the magic background and create a background for this. It's funny, the bold yellow backdrop ties them together nicely too. You may just bring the images closer together, but I actually, well, I kind of like that one. And then I'm going to take this one and reduce the transparency quite a bit. Let's bring them closer together like Canva suggested. I'm going to group them and then put them in the center. I've made some more adjustments. But did you see the difference here on this right here rather than what I started with? I think it's really great for beginners. It's much better. If I'm clicking on this, Ask Canva is going to show other things like create a caption. There's just so many options. This has only scratched the surface. Here are 3 cozy captions: warm bread, slow mornings, fresh from the oven, straight to the heart, crusty on the outside, cozy on the inside. You can add to design, or you could copy it and it will copy it to clipboard, whatever you would like to do. We can click resolve or delete thread. This is one of the features that I have a feeling I'm going to use quite a bit, especially if I'm designing a YouTube thumbnail. There are so many more new features inside of Canva for us to uncover. Watch this video next to see more. God, I'm so tired.